Hey guys, it is your Uncle Mike. For those of you who want to call me that, I'm rocking the turtle beaches around my neck so that I can actually hold this mic up here. I have to go pick up my daughter. I've been trying online so that I could just kind of talk about this idea that it feels like this is becoming some sort of a freaking civil war where everybody in the industry is being forced to take a side, right? Um, Damn it, why can't we just let people enjoy comic books? Um, we don't have to aloha Khan, aloha Todd. I'm getting gas right now, so after I'm done with that, I'll be on my way. Hey, heroic, but don't, isn't it insanity? SJWs want a war? Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't want to call them that anymore. I just think they're freaking Marxists. Um, but just it just feels like it's getting so black and white out there. It's like that's not what this movement was about. It was about just wanting good comic books without stinking without politics, without propaganda being rammed down your throat. And now suddenly, it's you're against us. It's black and white. You're red. You're blue. You're red. You're blue. That's too much Halo in my youth. I'm gonna take some time off of Twitter. Maybe that's the solution because it just feels like so much insanity. I mean, it, obviously we don't care, right? On our side, if you don't want to say anything, that's fantastic. Don't say anything. Who cares, right? Um, if you want to pick up our books, pick up our books. If you don't want to pick our books, don't pick up our books. I had a guy refund me today because he's like, I don't believe in what Comicsgate is about. I'm like, do you even know what Comicsgate is about? It's like, I've done research. And I'm like, well, I'd love to discuss it with you. And he's like, I'm not interested in having this discussion. I just want to exercise my First Amendment rights to, support that which I want. First of all, I didn't have to refund him his money because that's not how Indiegogo works. I could have just been like, sorry, I have a no refund policy, and you're SOL. Hate to break it to you, buddy, but no. If somebody doesn't want to support me for whatever their reason is, that's their reason. That is, I mean, they don't have a First Amendment right to a refund. But I'm not a jerk. Where's my keys? Yeah, I sent him a refund. I tried to talk it out with him, but these people, they're closed-minded. So tell me if this gets too noisy. This is why I brought the mic thing, because I can put it right by my mouth and I can talk. Hopefully, I noticed that at home, it tends to cut out a lot of the kid noise in the background. So I'm hoping that accomplishes the same goal here. The beliefs of the so-called enlightened is the way we admit or be forced. You know what? That's a very, very interesting point, and one I actually did want to get into. This, the way I don't know if it's the entire industry, the way the people on the right, on the left, the Marxists, the SJWs, whatever we want to call them, the way they're behaving, it's like the Catholic before the Reformation, or whatever. I watched a little video on Martin Luther today, and him hammering up the 95 Theses to the Catholic Church, and it was like, Martin Luther was a Catholic. Martin Luther was a monk. He dedicated his life to the church and to, the scriptures. And it was watching his beloved church, or in our case, industry. Oh my gosh, I am stuck in the middle of a red light. Go, doing all of these things that were antithetical to what he believed the church should have been about. And he just stood up one day and he tried to reform the things that they were doing wrong. And what happened? I mean, God, this is where it gets scary, man. The Reformation, the Catholic Church turned so hard, not just on Luther, but for centuries. They tried to squash this uprising, this protestation movement, with absolute, I can't remember the word. I'm always forgetting words, especially while I'm trying to do things like drive and talk at the same time. Yeah, I mean, they went after him like viciously, right? It did divide the church. It created the Protestant Reformation. It created a whole nother branch of Christianity that didn't have to abide by these insane rules, which is what I see happening with us, right? We're not abiding by these bizarre SJW rules because they've taken over. The church of, oh, what a day! What a lovely day! They've all snuck into our industry and created this church of hive mind, our way or the highway. Anyone who disagrees was excommunicated from the comic book industry, unless they were willing to, just duck their head and zip their mouths shut and not be vocal about what they believe. Man, the correlation to the Reformation and to Comicsgate was almost palpable, and it was just so interesting. But that led to this centuries-long war. I mean, obviously this isn't going to lead to a centuries-long war, but I do think it's going to lead to some sort of a reformation. I mean, the Catholic Church did reform. I mean, it took them a really, really long time, but ultimately they did reform. The Catholic Church does not be, chop them off their heads, murder every Protestant you see on the side of the road church that it used to be, right? So someday, I believe the body of the corporate comic structure in this metaphor will reform, and it will be because, we as a movement collectively, as fans, as critics, and as creators, we have nailed our thesis to the door of the industry. And hopefully it won't be a long and painful civil war, but right now at this point, that seems to be the lines they are drawing. The other side is not willing to allow anyone to sit on the fence, right? And I don't know. It might get worse before it gets better. Does this sound bad, or can you guys hear me clearly? I know you're probably getting a lot of background noise with the wind and the motor and all that fun stuff, but let me know what you think. And is this still going through? I don't see any chat popping up anymore. Fine here. Max. Yeah, you are rocking in my 1992 Acura Integra GSR with no air conditioning, because that's why I gotta have the window down. Wind in my hair, wind in my hair. Yeah, I'll have to listen to this later because love that Honda 2L. I go to church every Sunday. Sometimes the church is that's too much to read while I'm driving. Days of Thunder going on. Yeah, you got the whole you're like right above my stick shift right here. If there's some way to mount the camera down here by my stick shift, it could be like, although I'm on the highway, so there's not a lot of gear shifting going on. People are probably wondering why I'm talking to in my microphone. Stop reading the chat. I'm not reading the chat. What are you talking about? I'm just making this stuff up as I go along. Because that would be illegal. So, that was just sort of my thought today. I hate to see friends and family turning into enemies. I think it's so freaking juvenile. And it is all, okay, I'm not going to say all, but it's 95, 99% one-sided. Because these are the people who, okay, I'll tell you a story. I was having dinner with my friend Billy Tucci and a handful of other like Billy supporters and comics fans and whatnot, and amazingly skilled, amazingly talented sculptor. He does some of the best sculpts this industry's ever seen. So artistically, I got nothing but good things to say about this guy. And we're just sitting at the table. I'm sitting across from Clay and his wonderful, beautiful, charming wife, whose name I can't recall right now. I'll blame it on me driving. And anyways, so we're talking about art and history and just, you know, a bunch of whatever, you know, topics you just and he leans over to me and he like whispers, he's like, can I ask you a question? And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. He's like, do you think like these guys? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you know, are you a conservative? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, I don't understand. He's like, how can someone who is as intelligent and articulate as you think like them? And I'm like, man, I'll do you one better. And I go, I'm a birther. Dude freaks out, slaps the freaking table, stands up, pushes away from the table and his chair, and he starts like, she owned my sister because she believes that crap. And I'm like, whoa, dude, what? Are you freaking serious? And he couldn't be calmed down. It was so freaking hilarious, but like scary. A guy will disown his sister. That's what these guys think like. He'll disown his blood relative, his own sister, because she believes something different from him, right? And I kept trying to get him, I kept trying to say, hey, look, let me explain. And he's like, no, I don't want to hear anything you say. It took like 5 minutes just to get him to sit back down in his chair and finish his dinner. And then, you know, after we're walking away, we're done with dinner. We're finally, you know, it's over. We're walking out of the restaurant, and I'm like, I like walk next to him. I'm like, Clay, can I just have 30 seconds to explain to you why I believe what I do? And he's like shaking his head, and he's like, fine. And I'm like, okay, Clay, I was born in Hawaii. I was born at or in Kapiolani's Women's Center, right? When I requested my birth certificate from Hawaii, I got my long form birth certificate. And you can go on YouTube right now and watch the video where Obama, when he finally said he was going to reveal his long form birth certificate, because, you know, for like 2 or 3 years prior to Trump like forcing it out of him, all he had ever shown was this short form birth certificate, which is a birth certificate that anybody essentially who lived in Hawaii can get. just as I don't even know why they exist. That they were born. I don't know. But if you are a native-born Hawaiian and you request your birth certificate from Hawaii, you will get your long-form birth certificate. Okay, that's just how it works. Any in Obama mood, I guess, right? I had to get I quote, and you can go watch this right now on YouTube. I had to get special dispensation from the government of Hawaii because they don't normally do that to get his long-form birth certificate. A bald-faced, 100% provably false statement. A lie is what we call these things. Beast Monkey says, yes, it's true, and I live in Hawaii. See, absolutely, it's a forgery. It's a terrible forgery. But I'm not here to argue that. I'm just, my point is, you know, oh, and then I told Claiborne this, and he's like, well, you know, maybe there were, you know, other circumstances. So he starts to dance around why it was necessary for Obama to lie about being able to get his long-form birth certificate when he's the president of the United States, and he could have done so a secretary call Hawaii to get it. But no, instead he creates this horrible layered file forgery, posts it up on whitehouse.gov, and then lies about it on Oprah for everyone to see. Clay still refused. But the whole point, the dude freaking disowned his sister over this topic, right? My video feed sucks. I'm sorry. I'm driving. I'm cruising around downtown San Diego. And so because of that, that's why I'm scared about how these people will react. You know, they're taking sides. They're not investigating. They're taking the word of Bill Sienkiewicz. They're taking the word of Tom Taylor. They're taking the word of all these you know, muckety mucks up in comic book land, and they're refusing to do their own research. And you know, I read one tweet today from a young lady who said that she was, you know, she heard that Comicsgate was all this, you know, evil stuff, a bag of chips, whatever. But then she went and watched about 200 hours of Comicsgate stuff and never once saw anything related to what people were saying. So she felt that she was lied to. And so, yeah, if people will educate themselves, then yeah, then absolutely they can have their minds change. They can believe what we in the real world call the truth, instead of the horrid propaganda that is being spoken about us and driving a wedge between friends and family in the comic book industry.
Live streaming?
I am live streaming. Say hi.
You said you were live streaming.
My daughter. Here, you want to get on screen too?
No.
No, you don't want to be on screen. Gosh, that's... I'm gonna make one very large 3 right left. 3 right left. 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights do make a left. So that's what I'm doing here. So we see you. Yeah, that was my point. Hey, now you can read them. Eden, you can read the chats.
Oh. Hello, says Joshua Hughes. Hello.
Hello.
Putting up chicks like a boss. Hey Mike, you should come down for Hawaii Comic Con and bring all your guys books for exposure.
No, Hawaii Con, it was actually on my birthday, and I'm glad I didn't go because you had that lovely hurricane on my birthday and they canceled the show. What did I miss?
She can read the chats. What did I miss? Nothing.
Nothing? Thanks a lot.
We need more cats, Eden. I'm working on it.
No, you're not.
No,
You're
I'm
not.
not.
So wrong. Do
Tell
you have a
your
bottle of
dad
water?
He is awesome. I drink all my water.
You drank all of it.
Why does it keep turning off?
Just scroll up and down.
Oh, okay.
Did I get paid by Indiegogo? I got my notice that I would be paid in 3 to 5 business days. So, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. So, I'm still waiting, but it's coming shortly. So, huzzah.
Is this the daughter that you show her art on V last year? Good stuff.
Yeah. That's the only daughter I got.
Cover on Ethan's live stream. I almost died.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good, huh? That's gonna be a great book. That's one I am definitely looking forward to.
Hair match, Mike. You and me.
What?
Hair match.
Hair match? I don't get it.
Like
our hairs match? Whoa. Oof.
Bad at driving.
I'm not bad at driving. These streets are all.
No, officer, I'm not gaming. This headset is for my phone call. Sweet, nice. Raise the roof. Gotta raise the roof to fit all those
dollars in the car.
LONESTAR cat.
Ignore that.
Use...
No, now you can't. It's getting hot in here. What happened? What'd you do?
It's been on the thing.
Connecting.
Alright, back up.
Scrolling up for more. Scrolling up for more. Do you guys have any for Reformation? It's awesome that I'm acting. I think that's awesome, dude.
That's just by hearing yesterday. Mike, those, I already read that one. Robo Mike, loser cuts his hair.
Loser cuts his hair. Well, I'm no loser, buddy.
Go pick up cabs. Cab. Hi, Miller. Hello. Glad I didn't miss Mike's gun show. Nasser says beep boop.
Beep beep boop boop. 1001
Speed bump or cat?
The humans are dead.
Buckley up.
The humans are dead. We use poisonous gases.
I'm getting car sick just watching.
And we poison their stuff.
Did you guys ever check your show in Coronado?
No.
Yeah.
We did?
The
air show? I don't recall going to an air show.
Video frozen. Fine. I need a third cover. Drift it, Mike.
Who said I need a third cover? Oh, you mean my third cover? Go ahead. You may order as many comics as you want. LoneStarComic.com. Please do. Please stand up. Please stand up. Wow, we have 98 people watching me drive around San Diego.
Drift it, Mike. Don't let your kid discourage you.
I'm in the middle of traffic doing 7 miles an hour. Hard to drift at 7.
PS1 driver.
Yeah, it's funny. When my cousin Shota came out here the first time and we drove him around San Diego, he was just like, oh, it's like a Grand Theft Auto. That's not. That's terrible.
Air show is usually over Miramar.
Oh, well, we'll see the planes once in a while when they fly out of the standard range for the show. But yeah, you know, when I was a kid, I actually lived in Claremont, and so that's right next to Miramar. And we would watch. We'd get to see the Blue Angels actually practice just overhead in our backyard. We'd just go sit outside in the backyard and watch the Blue Angels practice.
Robot voice.
Beep boop bop.
Mikey,
The humans are dead.
Mikey, I just backed your CG variant.
Yeah, boy. Who said that?
Evan James.
Thank you.
Darth Mike Robot voice.
Darth Mike Robot.
Robot Rock.
The humans are dead. That's from Flight of the Conchords. You guys, Nasser, you have to check that out. Go look up Flight of the Conchords. The humans are dead.
How far are you from Pooptown, USA? San Francisco.
San Francisco's about 500 miles, give or take. 5 hours? How fast do you think I can drive on the highway? No, it's about an 8 hour minimum drive, even if you're driving really fast.
Okay, it's warm, Mike, and the Empire just stroked back. Are you taking
Wait,
songs?
does that make us the Empire? Or they're striking us back? Ah, yes. Fair enough.
Your daughter should be your chat mod.
Okay, mod my chat, yo.
What?
You.
Are you taking song requests?
you want us to do a duet?
Live stream or audition tape for latest Fast and Furious? More likes. Can you sing My Heart Will Go On, Mike?
No.
Oh, God. San Diego, the Tulip Box. LOL, no excuses. LOL. Mike Solo, yeah, that's not for you. Mike, you need to move to Texas. Too hot.
Yeah, it's hot enough right here right now. It's like...
I'm a passenger, and I ride, la la la.
La. Nasser.
0010000. You're poison there.
Yeah, so poisonous guesses.
Now I'm gonna buy your awesome LONESTAR tee with the Texas flag on the sleeve.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that too. I'm trying to get on this one video gamer's like gaming program, but he doesn't do live streams, so it would be like just going on his and talking. Maybe I shouldn't even talk about it because it's not even a thing yet. I'm just talking to. Never mind.
Nasser, get that.
Oh.
WD-40 and don't hack the feed. What's Iggy Pop's song, The Passenger?
Yeah, seriously, Nasser, WD-40, freaking oil your stinking chair or get a new one. That thing is so annoying when people are trying to have serious conversations.
Mike looks so cool with the shades. Really rock. What? No. Can you let us know when you can get more metal prints, please? The Starfire man is too cool.
I'm sorry, I'm really trying to focus on getting my stinking... Grammar Nazi over here. I'm really trying to focus as much of my time as getting LONESTAR done as possible. I might be able to get it done in about 2.5 weeks if if all goes well, so that I can start fulfilling this thing. I need to get that stuff done before. That's got to be my priority right now, and then I will take care of all the other stuff that I've been letting slack. But it's got to be my first priority because I want this book in your guys' hands as soon as humanly possible.
We need palm trees in Baltimore to accent the brick row homes.
Palm trees aren't gonna survive in Baltimore, man. They are.
Some gamers? PewDiePie?
PewDiePie would be fantastic, but no.
Baymax versus Nasser, who would win?
Baymax versus Nasser. Baymax versus Nasser. I'm gonna go with Nasser. Gotta side with our own. I wouldn't put money on it, but
Mike, I was stationed in San Diego. I live in Chula Vista.
Oh, right on. Chula Vista.
Drown it in oil. Driving with my daughter. You guys make a great team. Mike, drop a gear and kick the tech from.
No, that's bad driving. Yeah, this thing hits 6,000 RPMs and you get this freaking boost of power. It's fantastic. Real men drive manuals. This is a manual.
Is this Mario Kart Live?
Sorry. Oh, is that a super chat? Super chats! Super chats!
Yeah, man. Lived in Logan Heights in 304 when I lived in San Diego.
Logan Heights is nice. Logan Heights is, I think it's nice. It's by University, right? We are now driving through the east side of San Diego County, or not county, city.
I crossed the Bond villain with a snotty teenager. I call him vacuous or vacuous?
Vacuous.
Vacuous.
Cretin.
That was correct.
Cretin. Of torrential rolling of eyes.
Or VK.
Victor.
Sure,
Victor.
Can you come on?
Never again.
Will there be a celebration live stream when you finally get that yoga money?
I will certainly be celebrating.
Listen to the hoopty right went up. What's going on?
This car ain't a hoopty.
Let me a good hoopty noise.
This car ain't a hoopty. This is the unicorn, man. I had a friend of mine who's a race car instructor here in San Diego, and he came out and saw my freaking car, and he was like, "This is really yours?" And he's like walking around it, staring at it. And granted, this isn't even in perfect shape or anything, but he was like walking around it like he was looking at some classic Lamborghini, and he's like, "This is the unicorn," because this is the '92 GSR, with the VTEC 1.6. I can't remember what to call the actual engine, but yeah, it's like the rarest, most wanted classic Integra, and I'm essentially the original owner because my dad bought this off the lot. So it ain't a hoopty. Call my car a hoopty. Call your car a hoopty.
Ethan sounds like home. Hi, yes. Ethan's in. Hi.
What up, E?
Uncle E, hail Caesar.
I was about to jump on your stream earlier when you ended it.
Keep going, Mike. They'll never catch you. LOL. Secrets Mike is showing us how to drive. Mike is showing off for EBS. Mike is driving GTA style. Do a spin. That's a neat trick.
A spin. Yeah, right.
Wait, is DC chasing Mike for the other night, maybe? I love loud cars. Yes. Hop on and do a stream.
There's no hopping on. I'm on my phone. Oh, you mean hop on Ethan's?
Tire squeal, get it. Drive over a blue shell and take out the SJW farmhouse. That. Mike, how many horses left under that bonnet these days?
Oh, I don't know. I just had I had my fifth gear replaced with a lower. No, was it a higher count? Higher count, which doesn't have as much torque, but it raised my my max speed, so I can do like about 140 miles in this now, 140 miles an hour if I wanted to, but I've never really had the call to do. I get sketchy when I do over 100, so yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna push the max on this thing, anyways.
No, it had the highest crime rate back then.
Oh, Logan did? Oh, that's too bad.
Make sure not to dox yourself while driving. Kick Nasser. So it's a Rhino?
It's a It is. I should call it that. This is the Rhino, man.
Stick confirmed.
For life.
Mike, doesn't your phone have good audio? Doesn't have a
It's probably be my only chance to catch up to highway speed.
Mike, did you ever draw Edwin into the comic as a bus driver or something?
No, I did not. I'll find a way, you know, to slip people in as time goes by. But right now, I'm in the middle of a vampire fight, so.
Your daughter has your beautiful looks, Mike. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or an insult.
Oh, wow. Really? You gonna say that right?
Tegras that haven't been back are
Been what?
ragged.
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 This only has 167,000 miles on it, too. It's a 92 with 167,000 miles on it. My minivan, my 2004 minivan had more miles on it than this.
When's the next time Mike will grill?
Grill? I don't know. I grilled hot hamburgers last night, so. I grill a lot, baby.
Aloha, what is going on here, LOL?
Just driving home, picking up my daughter from school, and the Shul house, or the Marxists, SJWs, whatever brand you want to call them, the psychos who are tearing our industry apart are trying to force everyone into, take a side, or you're one of them, with us or against us. This mentality, it's insanity. Like, they don't want people. All they want is to push an agenda, and it just becomes more and more clear as time goes on.
Play the Tokyo Drift song as you drop a gear and kick at the VTEC. And drawing in Metherin would be cool. Mike looks like a NASCAR driver with all that gear on.
I need a helmet.
Mike, shake and bake Miller.
Shake and bake.
Hey, Uncle Mike, you should have your daughter put on the bandana. The bandana with the song. Are you trying to drive off the flat Earth?
Yep, that's my plan.
Hi, Mike. Mike's shutting off. Your steering wheel is on the wrong side.
Is my T-shirt written backwards too? I think they're seeing it in reverse.
Go, Mike. Dennis Peru suggested he should be like the Stanley of Comic Skate, like popping up in the comic as a random thing to wow. You drive so fast and recklessly.
I do not.
You drive so recklessly.
That's such a lie. I'm the world's best driver.
Every time I drive in a car with
I'm an
him,
excellent
I fear
driver.
for my life.
Don't believe her. I'm an excellent driver.
I still think Edward is Lone Star IRL.
Lone Star Squadron. Oh!
That's an awesome idea. Ha ha ha. Mike, did you just draw yourself as a busboy?
Connection. Writings on the wall.
Mike is a grill master. Reminds me when me and my dad would drive around when I was little. He had a 300CX.
300Z? Oh, sweet. I love it.
Mike, can we have more exciting American guests on the Aloha Hour?
I'll see who I can find. But yeah, Victor is dead to me. I'm not ever having that guy on my show again. This individual. And he didn't offer me those millions of dollars that he has, if I gave him my bank account number.
Hook up Lone Star with a bladesmith. They hate us because they hate us. Dang, this makes me miss my 280
I'm just driving on the highway, man. Nothing exciting.
Conservatism is the new counterculture.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We have to rise up and reclaim our entire culture.
Radio Free Mike.
Radio Free Mike. Welcome to Radio Free Mike. I'm your host, Mike Miller, and my co-host today, Eden Miller. Say hi, Eden. Or
We
don't.
need Mike to force EBS to give us the mac and cheese recipe.
I can't force Ethan to do anything. Sorry. I try. I jammed his arm up behind his back, but he's a tough nugget. He never bends. He will not bend to my will.
Hail to the bus driver man who screams and he cusses and jams other buses. Hail to the bus driver man. I don't know what. They think comics are a lifestyle brand rather than just good stories and art. So you just freed your girl from a quote.
Oh, high school? Yeah, she. That's the VTEC. 6 grand. Oh, I love doing that.
Mike, you're lucky. You have a pretty girl. Give her a cameo in your comics. You never draw me, ever.
That's not true.
You haven't drawn me since I was
Bless this mess.
5. Not in a non-cartoony, hyper-cartoony style.
Why does that matter? Why does that matter? Why are you trying to throw me under the bus while I'm on a live stream, Eden?
He drives better. I can't drive.
She's 15. She doesn't even have her permit yet.
Slow down, you will drive off the edge of the earth. Mike drives like all Asians.
That's so wrong. You're so racist.
My ears.
Is it too loud?
Mike Magic Man Miller. Racer go.
Here comes Mike Bing. Reconnecting.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. We had a glitch. A glitch in the matrix. Yeah, that's a good car. My friend Steve Caballero used to have one of those things. I was always loved that. The freaking profile, gorgeous.
Oh, here's where we left off. Go, Mike Racer, go. Is your daughter old enough to drive? Did you teach her to drive? I am old enough to get my permit, but I have to do the online driver's ed first. And I'm almost done with that. And then I'll go to the DMV and get my permit. And then you teach me to drive.
And then I will teach her how to drive.
So
I'm gonna teach her how to drive like a good Asian woman.
So is it true what they say about Asian drivers?
Yes. Every stereotype is true about everyone.
Yeah, I missed that 300 feet. That was great. When are Mike and Ethan racing their cars?
Ethan? I don't know. What kind of car does Ethan have? Ethan, what kind of car do you have if you're still on? Let me know.
Okay, Victor Thomas says, what did I do?
What did who do what?
Victor Thomas says, what did I do?
Is that guy?
No.
Was that his last name? No, it must be a different Victor.
Is Mike driving an import tuner with neon lights?
A what?
An import tuner with neon lights.
Oh, no, I don't put neon lights on my...
Fast and Furious. Benny Hanna drift.
So wrong.
Wait a minute. Are you in a white Ford Bronco? What's with the Civil War title?
Oh, you have to go back to the beginning of the story. We were talking about how this entire Comicsgate thing is driving a wedge between fans, friends, driving. Wah, wah. And yeah, I don't know. The first half of this video is riddled. Ooh, a bunch of kids on the street. Don't run over the kids. Don't run over the kids. Those are all the kids you could go to school with, honey, if you just went to public school.
I don't want to get pregnant.
It's a good call. It's a good call.
Anytime Mike wants to dispel the rumor that he's really Mexican, he just needs to show people how he drives.
You're so racist. All my fans are racist. They must be right. All comic skaters are just racist. A bunch of racist.
You make Mike starters say that word.
What? Racist?
unicorn. Okay, you're buffering. When will
Yeah.
get that stomach knife?
I'm gonna. Let's see. I'll probably have to back out because I'm home now. Not gonna show you the house. Sorry. You don't get to see my house. But yeah, thanks for being here. I may pop back on and chat while I'm drawing, but probably gonna lose signal here because the back of my house is just this horrible, horrible area for streaming. So thanks everybody. Thanks for the super chats. I'll see you in a bit. Oh wait, Eden. Say bye-bye.
Oh, bye.
Here he comes. Here comes Speed Racist. Aw, racist. You're funny.